Mike Streeter.
And this is Boostermental, the Rebooze, number 10.
I think I'm invisible now.
Where do you go, Mike?
I don't know.
So we're here at the Greens. We didn't mention that in the last one, but we're here at the Greens. You can see probably through the windows behind us. It's a beautiful golf course. You can't probably make it out from this angle.
No.
But it's a lovely, lovely golf course. This is the fourth episode we've done from the Greens. It's a great restaurant, great 18-hole golf course. It's open to the public, and it's a really pretty cool hangout.
Yes. Yeah. And it's a nice, I don't know if this is going to be a routine if we do it here, or we're going to go back to your shed. I mean, your shed.
No, we're going to go back to the shed, but
this is nice once in a while to
we can come back here or somewhere else. We can find someone else that'll take us.
Oh, so far, it's this place.
So, Boostermental, we talk about booze and we talk about instrumental or mental
music. Mental.
Right? Yeah, mental.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that last week's drink, I think, is catching up to you.
Yeah, last episode, we had a Long Island iced tea, and we had a guest here, Jim McGarry, the chief or the former chief of Sheffield Police Department. So today we're drinking. Michael, explain. You've had this before.
Yes, and it's Cooper's daughter, and they're the local distillery in Claverick.
Right.
Is it Claverick or Claverick?
Depends where you come from.
What side of the Mason?
I call it Claverick. Don't I?
Yeah, we call it Claverick. Yeah.
Claverick.
But they make their own, the bourbon. What else do they make? They make a vodka, do they?
I think there's a vodka.
But this one is a black walnut bourbon.
And you're saying there is a flavor of?
It's a nutty flavor.
Nutty.
A little nutty.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you do. Smell.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Very nice.
Now, and I remember the Hilton House used to carry that, and I don't know if because we drank it, they never got it back, or is it just, maybe, never mind.
That's really good, actually.
It is. Wait till you try the smoked maple next time, whatever.
I'm really not into flavored.
You'd be surprised.
I tried giving flavor. In fact, Kalamazoo, my drink, they now have a honey.
Orange. Oh, they have a ooh. You know what? I'm sorry to interrupt, but my lovely wife, who's behind the camera with your lovely wife, she's found or heard about the Crown Royal was it black raspberry? Blackberry.
Now, I just feel that when they flavor these things, and I could be wrong, I don't think they're using the actual things they're flavoring with.
Like they use like Crown Royal apple. It's not really apple.
I don't know, but I'm thinking it's probably like
a sweetener or something.
Some kind of fake apple.
I don't know. Yeah, I would trust more of the local distilleries doing like an apple.
Yes.
Than the big mass-produced
Right.
ones. Right. Boy, we sound so professional.
We do. Well, we do talk about booze.
And drink it too.
Well, so my plan is to also cut back on the drink.
We're doing pretty good.
It's going to be every other week on Mondays for a while, just to kind of back it down.
We've been slowing down a little bit. Weekends kill us.
The Friday night's a good night, and then Saturday night's a good night, and then Sunday night was a good night.
Usually Monday we try, well, that's why it's nice doing it every other week, doing our podcast, and you cut back on a Monday.
Yeah.
And Tuesday, I think we're down to maybe have 1 drink, 2 drinks a night.
Yeah, you're, according to the health that I've read, or health information, is that you should keep it to 2 drinks max for man, 1 drink for a woman. Sorry, Sandra.
That's why I make her drink like this big.
So this is very good. As Mike said,
it's a nice place to visit.
Yeah,
too.
it is. It actually is. Do they still have the bar open inside?
Didn't they do some renovations and stuff in there?
Because the last time I was there, you had to drink outside at the picnic tables and stuff.
That wasn't COVID time, was it?
No.
No, I think you can go inside.
They have a carriage house now.
Yeah, the carriage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's inside, it's heated.
And on the weekends they have the food trucks there.
Yeah, and they have Megan Allward.
I know.
With the ice cream.
I got to try that soft serve. That looks really good.
Yeah, I think she's doing a pretty good job with that, actually. So we were talking. What I want to talk about music today. I said. I went online.
Listen here, boy. I'm sorry.
What's his name from
Foghorn Lane?
Now, talking about what is considered hard rock or metal rock?
Metal
The reason why I bring it
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal. The reason why I bring it up because I looked up online. I was trying to get an idea when hard rock came in, and I remember, you know, the '70s, early '70s. Led Zeppelin was a music that I'd never heard. My cousin brought it up from the Bronx, and you know, and he said this is Led Zeppelin, and I wasn't really into it at that time. And I was like, who the hell is this guy Led Zeppelin? But it's a band. Actually.
Just like the guy Jethro Tull.
Yeah, that one guy, Jethro Tull. Yeah, no. So they were considered to be like the beginning of, or
They were
probably
like,
not the only ones, but they were
well,
like
if you
one of
listen
the,
to some of the early Zeppelin, it's bluesy a little bit, but it's hard.
Yeah.
And then you got the Who, which is hard rock.
okay.
But then Stones, I consider rock.
They were rock, classic rock.
And then you were talking off camera was about Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
That's heavy metal. Now they do consider there's a band called Blue Cheer might have been one of the first heavy metal bands, but that's still. But
Were they mainstream?
they had like one hit song, "Summertime Blues."
Oh no, not the
You would know if you heard it, but the Who actually covered it. But Black Sabbath was the one that had the sound, the tone, the deep, dark lyrics, you know. And the one thing I read about Tony Iommi, which is the guitarist for, I almost said Zeppelin, for Black Sabbath, was, you know, you have your scales and you're playing music with chords, and there's something called the devil's scale. It's some trichord thing, and I could never figure out how to do that. That's what he plays.
Okay.
You know, and the big thing about him was he used to work in a metal factory, ironically, or something like that, and he had an accident and it took off his fingertip. So when he always had when he started playing, he had little leather things on top, like
so
he
yeah.
could play.
Yeah.
And he's left-handed too, so.
Well, who was it that was telling me? They were telling a story that they would play the guitar to the point where they would bleed, but
Yeah.
lose the tops of their fingers. And the one guy's like, I just couldn't.
Well, he developed calluses too.
Yeah, but sometimes they would come off, and he would glue them back onto his fingers so he could play again.
That's a lot of playing.
Yeah, and but I saw a video about Eddie Van Halen talking about his unique style of picking or whatever. Tapping, and he learned that, or his first time he saw it was with Jimmy Page and Led Zeppelin.
And Led Zeppelin's playing, and Jimmy Page is going like this. He's going. Okay, so he's got his hand up in the air, and I'm going. So basically, I just moved the nut. Okay, this part right here is the nut. But then I instead of using this hand, I use this
He
hand.
goes, I don't know. He doesn't even strum. I mean, he does, but I mean,
It's like if you listen to this song, and I saw probably the same video after you did, but there's a song they do on the Women and Children First album called Romeo's Delight. I had no idea that the beginning of that song was all tapping. I thought it was chords.
Yeah.
You see that down, I'm like, whoa,
yeah, it's pretty. And you can't tell. He says, when I'm playing, you can't tell if it's my left or right hand.
No, that's how what a great guitarist.
Oh, he was phenomenal. Yeah.
They said that about Hendrix too.
Hendrix is supposed to be
I think
phenomenal.
if Hendrix didn't die, he would have went all blues,
He probably wouldn't win.
and I would have lost interest right away.
Yeah. And I had mentioned about another great guitarist, one of our episodes, which when I went back and looked at it, it's not who I was talking about, or I should have been talking about. Roy Clark
Yeah.
from, Hee Haw.
Yeah.
He was phenomenal.
Dad had an 8-track of it.
Yeah. He had the Yesterday When I Was Young.
I'm ready. You start it. Let's hit her home.
Yeah, you could pick.
Yeah.
Well, they do picking and grinning on the Hee Haw.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know
Oh, when they were playing, banjos.
Hee-haw. That was like every Sunday, Hee Haw was great.
Yeah, Hee Haw, and they had some nice looking ladies on there.
Hee Haw Honeys.
Was that what they were called?
And then they had a show called the Hee Haw Honeys.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. I have to go look at reruns on that. Reruns.
Rerun. Where was Rerun from?
Oh, don't tell me. I can see it.
Here's our ADD kick.
Yeah,
We're going
rerun
like,
was he danced and he had the colored.
boom, boom, boom.
What the hell was the name of that? What is it? I can
Close.
remember
You're close.
I can remember the
You're-
sister. I can remember the sister D. She was a bitch.
And had a friend named D. Wayne.
Oh right, Dwayne. What the hell was the name?
What's happening?
What's happening?
Now, Can we come all the way back to rock with that discussion?
Yeah. Then we got off on
way
a
off
tangent
track.
there.
But yeah,
Well, I wasn't really into it either.
okay. What were you into in that year?
Annie, the play.
I heard about that. Who told us about that? You brought the album, Annie.
Well, my brother and I used to,
That's right.
we stayed in the same room, and Sean turned me on to a lot of his music that he was into.
I gotta move over here a little bit now.
He turned me on to Judas Priest. He turned me on to Live Rust. What was it?
Neil Young, which is a great album.
Great album.
Live Rust.
And
That's everything.
so we had a room that we had a record player, and so
Record player.
he would play his song his record one night, and I would play my music the next night. And if Sean was sitting here right now, I would say, you know what? I got into Annie. Andrea McArdle, I'll never forget her.
Who played the bald guy?
I don't know.
Wasn't Telly Savalas.
Someone, a friend of ours from Seattle, sent me Joan Baez's Diamonds and Rust. And I don't know why he sent it to me. He's like, oh, this is pretty good. Listen to this old folky. And I listen to it. I go, have you ever heard this? And I send that to him. And he's like, oh.
Which version did you send? The live
The live
version? Yes,
version.
from
The
Unleash-
live version.
From Unleashed in the East.
The live version. He was blown away by it.
I seen that.
Now you made me think of a album cover with the 4 stacks and the pig hanging out.
Oh, that's Sandra's favorite song, Pink Floyd Animals.
Oh, right.
Pigs. She loves that song.
They actually put that. I don't know if they
You ever heard the song?
superimposed that pig on the album, because they did put it up, the helium one, a big pig, and I think it crashed or it didn't do well. The wind took it
You know the old saying, pigs fly,
out of.
my ass. But any, no.
Could have cut that out now. We can't have this.
No,
Kids watch
that's
this.
Sandra's favorite song.
Which one is your favorite song?
Pigs.
Pigs.
That's the name of the actual song. from...
I've had to put it on our playlist 4 times, so at least I'll get in a heavy rotation.
Oh, not Little Britain. End Games. Taja. Gotcha, Taja. Remember? Taja? I don't know what that means, but that's what it means?
That's what Prince Harry said.
Taja means you wiener?
Really? Yeah, in Canada they call it the bird. Got cooked in the bird, for Christ's sake.
No, over in England it's a willy.
Oh, I know that, Willie.
Willies, Willies.
Is that hence the song by The Sweet called Little Willie?
Little Willie, Willie won't go home, but you can't turn Willie down. Willie won't go. Try telling everybody on. Whoa, no.
Little Willie, Willie won't. Since all of them. No.
Here's looking up your old address. Thanks for checking us out. Check us out where?
See us on see us on YouTube. I said, and then you can see us on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and that'll learn you.
That'll learn you. Schlancha. Here's looking up your old dress.
Yeah, Klinger.